for probably the last time in here like that?
I mean, I'm sure it's probably not the last time. I'll be back, like I said before, there's a lot of great guys that's in this building. I love them. They're great friends to me, very close, and pretty much consider them as family as well. So I'm sure it's not the last one, but, in a setting like this, I feel good about it. Felt like I went out there and competed very good, and, just to go out there with the boys one last time, it was fun. And honestly, I didn't have too many, like, butterflies or anything, just because I felt like, kind of back at home, back with the guys, you're comfortable, who's running the routes, who's not, all that type of stuff, and, just getting out there and having fun, doing what I do every day.
What kind of reaction did we heard from you at the combine before you ran and stuff? What kind of reaction did you get from friends, from people in the industry, from teammates about, especially the 40 time you put up?
I mean, yeah, I'm still hearing about it, but since I was coming out of high school, pretty much I was running that time, so it wasn't new to me. It wasn't new to the people that been around me for a while, but to put it on a big stage like that and to show I got some wheels with me as well. It feels good, but every now and then I'm still hearing about it, which makes you smile a little bit.
What kind of reaction what kind of feedback have you been getting when you've been talking to NFL teams and scouts about how they view you?
Yeah, just like I've done today. Came out here, competed, and just throw it well. Like I said, everybody knows I'm very athletic, and especially after the 40, they probably jotted that down a little bit that I can run, but as long as I came out here pro day and balled out, threw it well, came out good. I think I had probably like 2 incompletions. Both of them, I missed good. There were deep balls and they missed long, not short. So that's always good.
Have teams talked to you about playing a different position at all?
No, every now and then, they mention it, but for the most part, I feel like I'm a quarterback. I'm gonna go and compete as a quarterback. Obviously, if you're, in mid-season and stuff like that, and you're low in numbers somewhere, like I'm whatever's for the team, But you've been around me long enough to know that. But no, I hadn't heard a lot of talk about that. I feel like I'm a quarterback. I'm going in there to compete as a quarterback.
And there's a pretty good local quarterback here, Matt Ryan, the Atlanta Falcons. Mm-hmm. Did he talk to you at all?
Yeah, I shook his hand, met him. We had a pretty good conversation as well. Encouraging and whatnot. But very nice guy. And I mean, y'all know what he's done in the league, and it's just an honor just to be able to shake his hand.
What was it like? You were out of practice on Thursday, watching from the sideline. What was that experience like for you to see just a whole different era without you being here as a quarterback?
Yeah, it was different. Different offense as well, with Coach Gotze being here. But kind of used to it, Dad was always a high school head football coach. So when I go back, I watch them kind of be on the field. So it's a little different, but kind of feels the same. Kind of feels like, this is my second home. Especially, the last 3 years that I've spent here and the relationships that I've built. It's tremendous that what a single place and just the surrounding people around you can do for you and your life.
Is it weird, to think about where you were before you got here at A&M and Lowe's and the injuries and all those things to what you've been able to accomplish over the last 3 years and position yourself to now play at the next level? Yeah,
it's different for sure. Always kind of knew it would be at this point sooner or later. Just didn't know when. Just kind of got unlucky with some injuries and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, as long as you believe in yourself, keep working and surround yourself with the right people, the right atmosphere, the right place, location. Even like this guy back here, Jordan Vandenberg, my roommate, he had a hell of a day too. But just how he's wired as well. Just when you surround yourself with the right people, it makes life easier.
Speaking of that guy who's standing on the other side of the cameras, he didn't get an invite to the combine, but what's your pitch for him to get drafted?
Y'all saw what he did today, and any chance I could throw him a bone, that's what I did. They're like, who's one of the best. His name was coming up every time. Obviously, it's hard. Every time they would ask me that question, what is one person you bring? I was like, honestly, Coach, I can't bring just one. It's just the team that we had this year. the relationships that we built. Like, I want a handful of these guys on the same team just because they're wired the right way. They're tough. They can go out there and compete. It doesn't matter. They can play through injury and they put team first, and that's what matters. And that's how you win, especially at the next level.